Well, more fireworks here at Queen's Park today regarding that independent committee report that came out on Friday that showed the government deficit is twice what the Liberals led on. Premier Ford, he had the meeting inside the government caucus room today for quite the announcement. He said his government is creating a special committee to look at the Wynne government's finances.
This was quite possibly the worst political cover-up in Ontario's history. Kathleen Wynne and the Liberals lied to all of us. We will demand answers about where the money went.
Ford says the committee will have the power to subpoena witnesses and documents. The fiery language used by the Premier was reminiscent of another politician, Trump, and his calls to lock up Hillary Clinton. In fact, a lock her up chant broke out at Ford Fest this past weekend.
The rest of us got a $15 billion Liberal deficit that we're going to have to pay off.
The former Premier says all this just serves as a way for Ford to justify big cuts. She says there was no financial fraud committed by her government. In reference to you chanting "lock her up," what do you think about that?
Well, I think exactly what I thought about it before the election, which is it's unacceptable language, the misogyny and the really vile language that's used in the United States as a result of President Trump being elected. Having that language come across the border and be used here, it's it doesn't serve anyone. There's no evidence to support that claim.
And when he says the Liberals lied to the Auditor General, is that true?
That's just not true. That is not true. That in itself is a lie.
What exactly can this committee do to hold the Liberals to further account, and what new details will come out of it? The finance minister was short on those details. Mr. Minister, we know exactly what happened. We know it was accounting measures that increased the deficit. What is this committee going to find that the committee report on Friday didn't?
Well, today will be all about the cover-up. The cover-up in this particular case is bigger.
But we knew about it all, Mr. Minister.
The cover-up and the breadth and depth that this committee, that the Liberals went to hide the true numbers from the people of Ontario is nothing more than astounding.
What the government isn't saying is why it's not calling in the OPP to look at this issue. After all, it did call in the provincial police to look at the Liberals in regards to the gas plant scandal. As for this committee, there's going to be plenty of Tories on it. There'll be 6 members of the government, 3 members of the opposition, no Liberals. At Queen's Park, Richard Southern, City News.